Alright guys, so today I want to show you guys what I would do in the case where I want it to appear like I have a full glam look, but then I want to put in the least amount of effort. So one of the things that I feel like really change the way people perceive your makeup is your lips. If you don't want to wear makeup, or you want to wear the least amount of makeup, or you want to put in the least amount of effort, but you also want to look put together at the same time, my best advice to you is to wear a bold lip. And today's lip color, I'm going to be going for a red lip, but everything else is going to be quite simple, very easy to do, very quick to do as well. But then with the red lip, it's going to look like I really put in a lot of effort. So first up, I'm going to start with my base, and I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This one is in the shade 350, and I really like this foundation because it has a very natural, sort of like glowy, dewy look to it. And I'm going to link all the products that I'll be using today in the description box. So if you want to find out what products I'm using, including the tools that I'll be using, you can check out the description box because everything will be listed down. I really love this foundation, and it's perfect for summer as well because it's very light. You don't feel like you have a lot going on your face. Your face won't feel heavy. And it's very nice and dewy, and that is really my foundation of choice. I really like a foundation that's going to be very light and very dewy because I really like a skin finish type look on my face. I don't really like a heavy look. I'm going to take my LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Fawn, and I am going to apply this. To set that in place, I'm going to be taking my Yardley loose powder in the shade Caramelized. I really like this powder as well because it's also very light. It's perfect if you want to set your makeup, but then you don't want that heavy look like I said earlier on. And to set everything in place, I'm going to be taking this brush. This brush is part of my Morphe eye brush set. I'm just going to dip into the powder, look up, and then make sure to blend one last time underneath my eyes so that I don't have any creases. And then taking that powder, I'm just gonna place it there. In summer, this is something that I like to do. In summer, I do not set my entire face. I only set the parts of my face which I feel like are gonna likely crease, and that is underneath my eyes and around my mouth and on my eyelids, and that's the only place where I'd sit, and everything else I'd leave it with that dewy look. I'm gonna go on my forehead as well, just a tiny bit, and the excess I'm going to take on the bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to take my Beauty Treats bronzer, and taking that big fluffy brush again, I am just going to use this to contour around my face. And to highlight, I'm going to be using my Avon pearls. These are actually one of my favorite highlights. And taking my blush brush from Ecotools, I am going to dip into these pearls and dust them on my cheeks. I'm going to take my Beauty Treats bronzer, and I'm going to go into that shade that I was using earlier, and I'm going to take my color blending brush. I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this and just blend it on my crease. This will just give a bit of depth to my eye. It's not going to be anything too crazy because I don't want to leave my eyelids bare like that. And then I'm going to be taking my Megaliner and I'm going to draw the tiniest wing. I want it to be that tiny because I am going to buff it out with black shadow, so it is going to be a little bit more visible. And I'm going to take my Nude Awakening palette from Wet n Wild, and this one is there, E754A1. I'm going to link it down below if you guys are interested in purchasing it. And I am going to take my tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to dip into this black shade over here, and I'm just going to use this black shade to buff out my liner. First, I'm going to try to wait for it to dry just a little bit because I don't want it to be a messy situation. And then when I feel like, okay, it's dried enough and it can still blend at the same time, I'm going to go in with my tiny blending brush, sorry, my tiny pencil, and I'm just going to buff out this. So I've zoomed you guys in so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to take my pencil brush and I am going to buff out my wing liner using that black shadow I just dipped into. This is actually one of the easiest things to do ever. And you just buff it out like that. Like that, and that's pretty much it, guys. As you can see, it's very easy to do, yet it looks so nice. It looks like you put in a lot of effort because it looks like a wing liner, but then it was one of the easiest things to do. I'm just gonna dip back into my bronzer and I'm just gonna buff out my lower lash line. This you are hardly gonna notice, but I just like to do this step basically for the same purpose, to not leave my eyes looking bare. I'm going to be doing my lips, and in order to do that I am going to take my lip liner, and this one is from Essence and is in the shade 14 Femme Fetale. I'm going to use this to line my lips. And then for my lips, I'm going to be taking my MAC Liquid Lip Lacquer from Avon, and this one is in the shade Head Turner, and I'm just going to apply this. Alright guys, so I'm going to go back into my Wet n Wild palette again, and I'm going to choose this second shade over here, this nice shimmer, sort of like pink shade, and I'm going to be using that to highlight my brow bone. And I'm going to do my inner corner as well. Mascara, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and I'm just going to apply on my upper lashes. Alright guys, so for the final step, I'm going to take my mandarin spray and I'm going to spritz this all over my face.